Hello and happy Saturday, Detroit. Thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of Beauty in the D, where we are here live on WJZZ Cool TV every Saturday from 1 to 2. And every Saturday we have great guests. So, of course, today we would not come anything short of excellent. So, we have here today the team from the Rise and Grind Morning Show. What up, dog?
What up, dog?
So let me just, I know everybody already know who you guys are, but I want to give a quick little background just to inform a few of those who may not. So born in Detroit and launched on June 2nd, 2020, the Rise and Grind Morning Show powers weekdays on podcasting with a fast, fun, and fearless blend of news, culture, music, technology, and community stories. Airing live Monday through Friday from 9:15 to 11:30 a.m., Brittany, Chanel, B. Todd, Lake B, Miss Gigi, and Cam is engineered and produced by Shani Shan, bringing 7 distinct voices that balance humor with real-world insight, from headline breakdowns and social issues, deep dives to artist spotlights, entrepreneur features, and interactive segments. Rise and Grind keeps listeners informed and inspired while showcasing the people who make Detroit thrive. What began as a spark in 2020 has become a must-catch daily ritual for creators, founders, and community builders across the city and beyond. Tune in for honest conversation, fresh music, and tech picks, and the kind of momentum that turns ideas into action, live on podcasting with replays and clips available on demand. And that's how we doing it. We show much love. I came on their podcast, they coming on mine, and we about to chop it up here today.
That is so dope.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here. I'm so excited. Oh, man. I say, I don't bring that. I don't know if you guys have ever tuned in, but, this is Beauty in the D. We focus on power, wealth, and style. And I bring nothing but influential people, movers and shakers of the D on this podcast. So
that's what's up.
y'all are that. Y'all in that category. So thanks for being here. So I want to start with the creator, Mr. Miles Dixon.
Oh, what up, though? What you
What
want
up,
to start with? Where you got a hand class?
I see we ain't got all the bells and whistles and trinkets over here. I was like a celebrity coming on y'all show. But anyway, how did you even get the idea to start this? Because everybody in Detroit know you, and you have had so many different endeavors. You're a serial entrepreneur, especially when it comes to marketing, branding, media. How did we get here? And, because I remember podcasting like years ago, how we get to the Rise and Grind.
Honestly, the pandemic. The pandemic is what drew podcasting into play. Because at first, originally I had WGOD, which was a Christian hip hop station.
I remember that.
And then during the pandemic, it was just everything was going on. They kept saying the word podcast was like the number one trending word for search on Google. And I just said, okay, I'm gonna turn my station to I'm gonna make a podcasting. And then my girl looked at me like, podcasting? I said, yeah, I'm gonna turn it to a podcast station instead of an internet radio station. And it launched from there. We decided to launch June 2nd, like right in the middle of the pandemic.
That was like right in the middle. We just, none of us knew to do it ourselves at that time. But a lot of great businesses and creations came out of that as well, such as this. Yeah. So how long your team been with you?
We're like stair steps, right?
Okay.
So am I the baby of the crew?
Yes.
I think
I'm the Cam is the baby.
Cam is the baby of the crew.
We're going to see her in a minute, y'all.
Cam is the baby of the crew. So yeah, we like stair steps for real. It's like 1 year, 2 year, 3 years.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And here we are 5 years later.
And it kind of grew like, did you always start like Monday through Friday, right?
Yes, Monday.
But he decided to change voices on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like everybody couldn't always be there every day, but then it always keeps it fresh. Okay. You know, like
so like tell the people what's your role that you play with Rise and Grind.
Oh, I play the irritant. I think everybody come in as an irritant on some days, but on Tuesday is my sole job and purpose to make him rub his head. Like
like now.
I'm like the old school work wife. We like Fred and Esther. You know, that's my role. I'm Esther.
Okay,
he's a fish-eye fool, and I'm Esther. So
gorilla cookie.
But part of
Y'all
the thing,
energy is off the chain.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, so part of the thing was always to be able to laugh. I think in the morning people want to they don't always want to start their morning off just
bad news and
right. And we do have bad news. But you do
But to be able to make light of it too.
Yes.
To deliver it and still, you know, get a chuckle out of it.
And sometimes like she clean her toes at the table. That'd be the funny
Stop.
thing.
Yeah, and being able to have that content,
that's breakfast for him.
only,
Somebody got to feed him.
not only having that content for just 1 hour, but we have upped it to 2 hours now. The engagement, so the topics is, you know,
off the chain.
Engaging.
And that's all I'm about to say, in the engagement, because people was calling in when I came. I had a ball on the show.
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do like prior to being, you know, a host on Rise and Grind?
Well,
Can you cuss on the show?
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
so you gonna tell me you gonna tell me what the fuck I did before? You gonna ask
This is
a
my
fucking
show.
question for me? Like, but it's crazy because during the pandemic, I was having a really hard time, and I was praying to do something that was going to allow me to be me.
Yeah.
You know, I had left corporate, so I got on a audio podcast because we were all from different states. So we just recorded it. We could see each other, but it was straight audio.
Yeah.
And then
what was the topics?
What was that called? No fucks given or no repercussions or fuck your
y'all
feelings.
y'all went ham
No.
and
So
COVID.
actually, it was fuck your feelings, and pretty much it was such a hard time right then.
Yeah, we
Black
couldn't go
people,
outside.
black men was dying.
Yeah.
Trump was tripping. You know what I mean? We had just fucking Candace Odom couldn't keep her fucking mouth closed. You know, it was just so much things going on there, and tensions was high. So we were able to really get those feelings out because that's what people need. And I think that's where Miles came from. Like, people needed to talk.
Yeah.
You know, so from there,
Definitely.
to kind of fast forward everything, I was selling sex toys, came on somebody else's show that happened to be on podcasting.
I bet that was probably really a booming business.
Oh yeah, I sold a lot of fucking roses. I sold a lot of
I was an
roses.
essential worker.
Yeah, wait a minute. I was selling masks and roses. Like, I got a box of 50 with a vibrator on the side, and they were going like hotcakes.
That damn dolphin.
No, that damn rose.
N95s and roses.
Okay.
I was running out. I couldn't keep up.
Wow.
But he came to me and asked me, he said he had an idea for a talk show that highlighted the Tubi industry or the independent film industry of Detroit. And he liked my vibe.
Okay.
And from there, I never left. He tied me up, hog tied me in the basement, and then like let me out on Tuesday. And then he's like, "Well, since you're already here on Tuesday, we'll let you out for air for 4 hours."
Right.
Such a good boss.
He's such a good boss. Janitor.
I'm a janitor. Thank you.
That's Chantel.
Always.
How long you been with the show, and how did you join the team?
Yes, I have been with the show a little over 2 years, about 2.5. Yeah, about 2.5, just shy of 3.
Hold on, janitor.
Yes, but I got introduced through Nate, through the media world first, and then that's how I came about with the Rise and Grind Morning Show. My role is the producer and engineer.
And you're
of
a
the
great
Rise and
producer.
Grind. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you. So yes, I like to bring the topics. Some can be controversial, some real. Some that kind of taps into things that people are scared to talk about, may not have the support behind, and to do it with people that are like family. It's like a therapy for people in a release. So
It is. Now, give me an example of one of those topics that, you know, people don't really like to talk about, but they get engaged when you guys bring it to the forefront. Give us an example.
One of those things would be police brutality, just kind of dealing with that, different experiences that we've had.
Cause Shani never have. She never felt threatened by the police.
Right. So
Who never felt threatened by the police?
Yeah, no, it's a different, you know,
she
a
never
difference
felt-
to be able to see that perspective. So
She from Centerline.
So no, but the crazy, the best part about it, asshole, is that the three of us do
dynamic.
Tuesday. So like, I think what Shan brings for us is like, that different generational pull.
Yeah.
Because like she's going on 30, I'm going on 30. It's like she's
30
going on
times
30,
two.
I'm in my
30
40s,
times two.
he's in his 50s.
Yeah.
So those
Damn.
Uncle Janitor.
he old, right? But so he can give us
Right.
the ancestor outlook, you know, I can give her, you know, but it does give that generational conversation, and Shan provides that, because sometimes we be like, what? That's what y'all thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
These-
That's what's going on in your
These
mind.
white ass out
That's
here,
what's
fool,
up.
like,
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck. What
Yeah.
y'all think? She like that? Well, she don't cuss. I
Anything
She
relationship
do cuss.
is another.
I heard it.
I'd be demure. I'd be demure.
You're very
y'all.
demure.
Yeah,
I get that.
It's very mindful.
It's given. Yeah, it's given.
Okay.
So what did you do prior to this?
So prior to this, I was an automotive sales consultant. So
Really?
I sold cars. Yes.
I thought you was gonna say you was a student. Like prior to this, I was in high school.
I was that too, right? I was in college, and I was also kind of finishing up my bachelor's and also being an automotive sales consultant.
Okay. That's
Well,
what's up.
But 70 playing, she got 3 degrees. She got a master's degree.
So that gives me how many degrees? You just stop. We know how many he has.
It's that balance.
You're right.
okay?
I got a bachelor's degree. I'm a bachelor
You got a degree in
to a
life.
degree.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I
So,
might use
we
that
need
one.
to do a dating show. Somebody needs to date him.
Yes,
We-
and that's another thing we talk about on the Rising Ground Morning Show is relationships.
Oh, they hate that one.
Yeah, that can be.
I don't think one man need to have one woman. I really don't.
Oh,
Jesus.
see, there you
Oh
are.
shit! Now tell me, why would you say
we
something
go.
like that?
Because I think it's really true. I think that's what people do not understand. Nowhere in nowhere in other
You
parts
can't
of the
get
world
Because you
where
sound stupid.
no. Your mama
Is watching.
is watching. Hey, mom.
Hey.
Yeah. So no, there's nowhere other than the United States where a man has one wife.
Canada.
They
just
don't
be able to
count
maintain.
Why doesn't Canada count?
because they tricking people. They ain't even real people.
What? Wait a minute. I have a Canadian nephew,
Okay.
and I will smack the mess out of you. I love him.
Yeah.
Canada is the shit. Why you bullshit? You got free health care
different
for
scenery.
everybody. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
very true.
I-
But I think-
But it
Shout out
is
to
think
that.
it is thinking like that because he may say it,
yeah.
but people are thinking it. That's probably one of our jobs, like to say
Provoke
the
thought.
one thing that people don't believe you should be saying.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's not the only man in the
What
city
you
of
think
Detroit.
about that? Well, we know he's not the only man because a lot of these men, listen, they know they are like the cat's meow because of just percentage wise. Okay, we talking about the available, men for us women. Like we
Right.
outnumber the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so they really living like that anyway. They just not being as honest and straight up and saying it. But as you are, so are you single?
No,
Okay, but still,
today.
Today. Okay.
Not today.
But yesterday, when you was single,
I haven't been single for a week.
Okay, so last week.
No, I come from a monogamous background, but I also have a lot of male friends.
Mhm.
I do think it takes a certain amount of maturity for a person to be committed to one person. But prior to the relationship I'm in, the relationship I'm not in was because he had a polyamorous outlook on life. And
But he
wanted-
ain't tell you.
No, he did.
Oh.
And I think those who are really honest about
That's
what
deep.
they want is the honest people. Like you get what you want when you tell people what I want. You're not keeping it in secret. I don't believe in cheaters, but if you want multiple people, I think people should know that. You shouldn't just go in.
Right.
So, but for me, I get human nature and I get my commitment to my partner. I want to build with somebody.
Yeah.
So I have too much going on. Like I'm at work right now. At work. I don't want to be in the bed with you right now, in the bed with somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I don't have that much dinner to cook. I don't have that much back to rub. I don't have that kind of time to care that much.
I feel you on that. I do, and I am single. I love my freedom.
That's another
I do
thing.
what the fuck I want to do.
And a lot of women don't believe that could be possible too.
It
People
is
Free
possible.
to have freedom.
free for a woman not to want a man.
I mean, and listen,
Like that, they
Now I want one. Now, I'm not about to sit here and be fake.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what they-
Now I want
yeah.
some man. That's
They
my
are needed.
preferable choice.
But-
Okay.
I
I
mean-
want
but I'm
some
saying,
man.
but
but ladies, I'm gonna ask you a question seriously. Would you rather for you to get out the shower or bath and a man rubbing you down, then you walk into the kitchen, then another man has prepared your meal, and then you might have a sister wife who comes in. Next thing you know, she got the games ready to play and just have fun, and then y'all also have 4 or 5 different incomes coming into one household. If y'all both, everybody making $80,000 to $90,000 a year, that is over $400,000 coming to a household every year.
I'd rather struggle.
How you supposed to raise your kids with that type of shit going on?
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna tell you how. Because everything is not. People think about poly. Say the word.
Amory.
Yeah, it's being just a sexual thing. It's not just for sex. It's actually for income, for living lifestyle. It's nothing wrong with people loving each other, and because there's plenty of women and men loving other people nobody know about. And they going through the same thing. They just having a polyamory,
polyamorous,
in secret. And then guess what? Everybody just going in separate ways. So
you feel like to keep down on confusion, this is why you feel like bring it to the forefront.
It's definitely because a man and a woman going to have outside
financial, emotional, and sexual. Because me and you briefly had talked about this. We talked about swingers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was in that lifestyle for 18 years.
But why aren't you in it now?
Because it became a thing where men wanted to take charge of the core, and when women actually run the swinger community, but the men here, they want to run it, and then they want to pimp it. They want to charge people, $75 to come in, and it's like, man, you cannot.
So you pay $75 to come in and fuck who you want?
No. see, that's
we can walk down there and fuck them all, son.
Okay, I got this hot 75. Fuck a hot 40. I got a hot 75. I can fuck everybody.
See, y'all just instantly went to the sexual part, and it's not about the sex.
I thought when you go to a swingers club, that's what's up.
No.
But isn't that
okay?
Well,
walk me through.
No.
What can I expect?
No, the reason I got out of it because I seen how it wasn't fair to a lot of the women that was in the group because the men was still cheating. Right. And it didn't make sense to me.
You can give them all the sex, all the pussy in the world, they still gonna find.
But that's the thing. Y'all think the pussy is the jewel, and it's really not. That is the main problem. Women think the pussy is the main.
So if it's not the jewel, then why do homes get broken over it?
Because they don't get broken over that. They get broken over financial reasons. The number one reason why most.
That's one of them.
No, that's the number one why.
Okay, what's number 2?
It's infidelity.
Monogamy, exactly, or lack of.
No, it's infidelity. But however, guess what? Women are the first ones to file for divorce and file for divorce.
We the first ones to cheat.
Yeah, y'all just don't get.
Who all believe that?
Y'all just don't tell it. Y'all are better cheaters than men.
I need somebody to call in right now.
A woman don't go into a situation with that. Now she might cheat in the sense of you not hearing her, so now she got to make you feel it. You know what I'm saying? But she's had prior conversation before.
She had prior conversation, but
she either do what she do.
But she would be the first one to cheat.
Because the woman gonna leave mentally first.
And when she gone, she just sitting there with a damn dead corpse. Like, baby, what you doing? Nothing. It becomes a fight of emotion and trying to pull you and draw you into a relationship. But I didn't want to talk about this. We want to talk about
I know we jumped all up. Okay.
Collaboration.
But I gotta ask one more question because she's younger than us.
Then this whole damn room.
Okay.
So, Gigi on
polyamorous lifestyle.
I'd rather not. I feel like because I grew up around my grandparents, so they've been married for 60 years. So I'm used to the monogamous way of life. I've seen a successful household where it wasn't the fighting, it wasn't the bickering. Now, did they have their issues? I'm sure. Did I ever see it? No. So I feel like it can be something that it can happen, but it don't have to be, spill out as a toxic form or abusive or anything along those lines. Like, so to me, that's what I'm more so striving for. And that's what I kind of see as the disconnect with me now, trying to go off of that older love in a new generation. Where
so tell me how that works in your generation. Do you people in your age group? Because I don't, that's not my pool. But how do they get down with the poly? Like, are people more aligned with your morals and your values, or do you see that the people in the younger generation get on with the poly?
They more so get down with the poly, whether it's voluntary or involuntary. Kind of to Miles' point, like, it's either a person gonna be open and honest with it, you're gonna roll with it, or you're gonna get left. And that's unfortunate, but that's the reality of the younger generation. Just off the music we listen to, the movies we watch, it's always pushing that. You never kind of see a man and a woman in a household raising a family together. It's always the best friend on the side, or the cheater, or the wife, or the hall pass. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of
hall pass.
It's always kind of just pushed. Yeah. So it's more prevalent now than it was, and that's kind of the biggest disconnect for me.
So one more question. I promise we're gonna get.
No, you said that was the last question.
I lied.
Okay.
So you know how earlier you were saying, like in the United States, we're the only country that really push monogamy. Yeah. Okay. So you telling me that you think other cultures push?
They made
polyamorous or polygamy.
They made marriage a business in America. They made it a business.
So I'm saying in other countries, you don't think that people not raising their kids with just 2-parent homes,
That's why it takes a village, right?
It do.
Hypothetically speaking, there are many reasons why. I cannot justify a reason by being a black man in America on why they do it, because I don't know the way they live. However, there are kings in other areas who he said, I have 3 wives. And they all cool. They don't snicker at each other. Nothing. They'll do all that. But at the same time,
thank you.
What? What was being said?
They have money to be able to maintain.
See, that's why. So
thank y'all for chirping in. I don't know who said that, but
stop. It's not even about the money.
Don't stop.
It's really about
you
the
said
money.
Financial. Can we leave with financial?
No, what I'm saying,
it's a financial purpose.
No, it's
you're just there for the sexual.
The only women who go after at the money is Americanized women.
Girl.
Okay. Americanized women is the only women who lead with money. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, we need money to survive.
They are.
We're not gonna act like that's not a necessity.
No, it's a part
but
of
you left that. You said that was number
in
one.
America.
Right.
I said in America.
But this is the issue that every man, for the most part, who tries to push this point, want to talk about what's going on in another country. It doesn't matter what's going on in another country.
True, I agree.
Because this is what's going on here.
Amen.
But it's BS. You gotta admit
you don't have to say it's BS.
I guarantee
you can live the lifestyle that you want to live.
Very
That's
true.
the great thing about being
this
a human
country.
being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do, but you can't.
Shout out to Neo.
If these women,
look how long it took him to do that.
If me as a woman do not want to live in a household where a woman is in there wanting to play game night, I barely like my own girlfriends. I don't want to see them all the time.
Right.
I don't want to be in a situation with another woman and then I have to share my man with them. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in a bed.
My daughter get on my nerve. I swear to God, I love her to death. You know what I'm saying?
And I have a mother, and it's just me and her.
2 women.
And if that's what you want to push, like I said, I was blessed enough to have somebody come to me and they asked me and told me, like, I like you, I like her. I would like it if the 3 of us was together. You gave me an option. My response was, no, thank you. And then I put it out in the universe. I went on about my business. I was okay with being single. And then I found somebody who says they're for me. And I'm happy. That's the way I like to run my life.
Right.
Now, it may not be easy. No, we can't have 2 other additional incomes to help us jump on a plane or whatever when we want to. But when it's quiet at night or when I want to express personal feelings, that's the person I can talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Without a third party.
Without somebody come in like,
shit right, you can live
Shout out to expressing your feelings.
I'm already on a podcast. I don't need another bitch coming out of nowhere telling me I think something different because that's her job. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why you cook the chicken that way? You know, we like it baked. Like all that. I get enough of that in my one relationship. I gotta live with. Come on, stop it.
Listen.
Now men don't listen to none of us. So they're okay with drowning out the voice.
Yeah, they don't hear
What'd
what
you
we be
say?
saying
Y'all
half the time
okay
anyway.
with drowning?
Yeah, drowning the shit out. Yeah, it going
You
one
know
ear
what
and out the other.
Let me. I'm ready to leave.
No, don't leave. Now let's talk about y'all connection, like with the Tubi movies. Okay, Tubi is putting the D on the map. I mean,
I totally disagree.
oh shit.
And this
Okay,
is my life.
okay.
This
So
is
let's
my
talk
life.
about why you disagree.
I totally disagree.
Why you say?
I mean, there's nothing.
I love Tubi,
I mean, the whole thing. I just left the whole thing where we have a well-known director, writer, producer at the Collective right now, and she was just trying to get it out of everybody to say it, and that's what was basically being said. Like, y'all doing this, but for why y'all doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody like this. It was stuck because the truth is, people just do it to catch on to try to hustle.
Yeah, for popularity.
You talking about the Tubi movies?
Yeah.
See, that's all
They ain't making no money.
They're not really Tubi movies. They're
independent.
They're independent films that's being distributed through Tubi.
Yeah.
And so when you say Tubi movies, it's really a kind of slight on it. It's like that's like saying they bullshit. And I'm
Well, because a lot of these
'cause
movies
the guys
are
are negative,
streaming on
and-
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what else?
and
what?
And Roku and
Thank you.
YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
and other things. But
Apple
to
TV.
say Tubi
Yes.
Tubi movies, that's a negative annotation. It's like
I promise I don't see it like that.
And-
I'm getting ready to go to the movie premiere today.
What
On
were you going
McGraw
to say?
3. I'm going to support Murder Pain. I'm going
Oh,
to
okay, because
support.
I showed
Yes.
Miss McGraw 1 and 2.
McGraw, you missed McGraw 1 and 2? Damn, that's fucked up.
but they didn't start on Tubi though. That's
Where
all-
it started at? On
no,
YouTube?
No, they started on YouTube and then they started
Yeah.
on, they also started on Vimeo. It's other platforms.
I see. I don't know shit about none of
This is-
them,
this is
but I
what
know
I'm
too.
saying. So Tubi is the what's wrong? Tubi is the lowest of the totem pole.
You on air. Handle your business.
Okay, I'm handling it. I'm sorry.
That's his granddaughter.
That's my granddaughter.
Okay.
She changed.
Okay.
She changed me. You have my diapers in the car? Okay. So no, but seriously, Tubi is the lowest streaming platform on the totem pole, and most people don't know it.
But okay, I didn't know that. But wouldn't you agree it is giving people an opportunity to get their work out
So
there?
did
'Cause
Focus
I've
Hope.
had-
But so did Focus Hope.
I mean, I
I'm
love
just
a good
saying.
And the reality of it is, I think for me, if this was 2009 when we were going through a recession and me and my homegirls was at home more, like I'm a single mom now, before I became King's mom, we probably would have loved Tubi. She still does. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you the opportunity sometimes to see faces that you can shake hands on,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
stories that is relatable to what you see, because you don't see Detroit representation, which
Right.
is why he wanted to create a whole ass show about these movies, and I had to host it.
Right.
Like-
And you do a great job.
You do a great job. But I want to show another aspect
Yes.
of independent films. Independent films is more than just Tubi.
But it does
Right.
it does
Yeah.
get redundant. You know, it does, like, unlike, say, a Keanu Reeves, because that's what you meant when you said Neo, right, earlier. Nobody got that. I did.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was
but-
talking about Neo, the one that has
Yeah, the
5
one that
wives.
has the two
Oh, okay.
wives.
Oh, I thought you meant the Matrix.
I thought you was
I
talking
watch
about
real movies. Okay,
So we switched.
So-
We got 2 and 2.
so but usually when you have big blockbuster movies, you're not saturated with one particular actor. You know what I'm saying? They're able to do them. You're able to do a Sinners and make people wait for Sinners 2 or whatever,
Yeah.
1 or 2 years. Here in the Detroit, it's like boom, 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 boom. I can't even keep up the support. Like, even if you're interested in all the movies and I'm interested in all the movies, we probably won't even cross the same movies. And that's how many movies are being made on a daily basis. I was like, when you said premiere, because Sean P has a premiere tonight.
Yes.
What, a woman to woman.
Woman to woman.
So I'm thinking you going to that one, and it's a whole nother competition, which to the producer here that we were speaking to earlier, it's the competition in Detroit. People aren't even paying attention to what other people are doing, so
Right.
they can spread out the
Exactly.
web.
But you got some people that is. I'm shout out to Dennis Reed. You know he
We
do
don't know him.
help.
I said, I'm just saying, he on the cover of Machine and
He's been on the show. It's my guy. But he has really helped to put other people on. You know what I'm saying? He was getting kind of fucked in the game himself in the beginning. Realized it, came up. You can see from the quality of the movies, how they have, you know,
Right.
but the
but
quality is increased over the years, and then he reached back and started helping put other people, giving other people.
But what Lake is gonna say, even with that, Dennis is still not paying attention to what somebody else is doing to make sure that he's not creating competition on that day. And that's what Detroit is lacking.
Yeah.
We're not sharing the wealth in that way. Yeah, he's putting different people on, and those other people are allowed to work with other producers. But if he decided to have a premiere tonight, he was going to have the premiere tonight. It wouldn't matter what McGraw was doing. It wouldn't matter what Sean P is doing. And that is the biggest issue with the saturation of the game, where we're not working together.
That's why
You know,
and then
respecting each other's craft. It should be that everybody, Murder Payton and doing one, everybody need to be there.
We should all be there.
And then it's doing one.
The whole city,
right?
Should show up.
But then you split it up. And Sean P premiere is only $10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
$10.
They ain't even breaking the bank because I mean, if you go to all these premieres, it's $40 over here, $50 over here, like. And then they ain't starting on time.
Speaking of that, if they come, we got the Oscars going on October 3rd.
Yes, talk about the Oscars. How you come up with that, and what is it? And then we got to switch out because you got a whole team here. We out here with they need to say so. So talk about the Oscars.
I can talk about it a little bit and they can continue. But the thing is, I was sitting there one day. I was like, we need to do a award show. And then I think was you there, Shannon or Gigi? One of them was there. And then they said, I said, "Yo, we gonna do a award show." They're like, okay. And then next thing you know, we set a date. We had to push it back because we wasn't ready. And then we did it, and it went out without a hitch. And we even added the film industry in there because Darren Brown had just dropped the ball with the DFA. He couldn't do it. He canceled on everybody. So
you're not allowed to say that.
I can.
Okay.
I can. Because he know how I am. I told him that because he called me trying to say I'm not no editor. I said I ain't pick you, the public picks you. You know what I mean? And so right, he's not the editor. So the whole thing was we did it. It went off. It did good. So we did the second one. It went better. The third year, this year, October 3rd, is going down. P3.
How can people get tickets if they want to come? How can people get tickets?
They got to throw up the gang sign P3
on Eventbrite.
Thank you, lady.
Answer the question. He's the worst interview. That was my very first interview. I like to shoot myself right there. Like I don't want to do this no more.
Eventbrite. You go to Eventbrite, or you can go to theposcars.com. And go to tickets and
spell Poscars.
PODSCARS.com.
How much are the tickets?
Right now they $55, I think.
And where's the venue?
It's at the
He's so vague. Damn.
At the Focus Hope Conference Center. Because she made the deal. Gigi cut the deal at the Focus Hope Conference Center. And plus my mouth wet.
Where's that at? The Focus Hope
Conference Center. It's on Oakman, 1400 Oakman Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Right in the hood.
Right in the hood, right off of Linwood.
Yeah. We know what Focus Hope is. Okay.
Damn.
Right next to the cheese right next to the cheese distribution center is the conference center. That brown building where people go get their electrical degrees and all the welders and stuff. They have an amazing conference center. That will fit almost
500 people.
500 people?
Yeah.
Plus, that's what I was going to say, almost 8 if
I
you
will be
use
getting my
both
ticket
sides.
today.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the best thing about the Oscars last year, I was nominated for Best New Podcast Host. This year, I'm voted for Best Podcast Host. So you guys vote for me, and you can do it online.
You can vote for me for Best Podcast Host.
I'm going to nominate my damn self.
Well, nomination period is over, but we got
next
you for
year.
P4.
I'm going to nominate my damn self.
But one of the dopest things about the event is because it allowed us to really shine light on this part of the industry. And it was a star-studded night. You know, everybody was included. We had free food. There was liquor porn, and it was a good time. What do you mean? Liquor porn. That's what you know. Liquor porn.
Liquor.
It's like you said, liquor porn.
Okay.
Liquor porn. You know what? You got porn on the brain. Ever since we started talking about
Miles
the
is in a
swinging
comedy
shit.
show. Y'all should come to that. We got tomatoes and everything, but we'll talk about that another day because it's going to be bomb.com.
Make sure you guys definitely come to
the Oscars.
October 3rd.
And we're doing it just like anybody else, making sure that people are shining the light. But the great thing about this year is that people paid attention the first 2 years, but they got new shows and new networks in, because it is our job and everybody's job to make sure we're all honoring one another. It's not just about podcasting. This is about anybody who's working the game.
And that's why I'm glad y'all came on the show, because that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? We support one another.
Absolutely.
Yes. And Coach.
Speaking of support, y'all gotta go to station identification. Don't you?
Yeah. Station identification.
Damn. You know what? Thank you, everybody, for watching Beauty and the D, where we stream live on WJZZ Cool TV every Saturday from 1 to 2. You can catch us on all top social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and many, many others. Again, I am the host, Stephanie Coney, Beauty and the D, and we focus on power, wealth, and style. We never disappoint. Every Saturday, we bring nothing but great guests. And today, we had the members and the team of Podcastic, the Rise and Grind Show, with founder and creator Miles Dixon. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon. And to everybody, don't forget, get your tickets October 3rd for the podcasters. All right, Lake, I see you with your little Happy Meal. Did you get your toy out of there?
I hope it's not a rose.
Oh, no.
Asian, but they white. K-pop or G-pop, BTS.
Oh.
Like little white bottle men.
All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday.
Good night. Good day.
All right, so we done switched out the team members. We got new team members from the Rise and Grind Show.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with you, beautiful. What's your name?
Okay, hi. My name is Cameron Kimball, but they call me Cam. And I started on actually WGOD when he had that podcast. I was on another several different podcasts that he had on there as a guest, and then I don't know how I ended up on this show.
It's different from GOD.
Yeah, it is totally different, but nonetheless, I'm just really blessed to be here with the Rise and Grind Morning Show family, and it's just a ball. We have a great time, and we have a lot of great people, a lot of great personalities, very knowledgeable, and you know, they grow on you, and I hope I grow on them, and I love them, and we just have a good time.
Yes, the energy is fire over there.
Sure, yes.
And then you, beautiful, what is your name?
My name is Miss Gigi.
Miss Gigi.
Yeah, I'm just Gigi or
Okay.
G.
Miss.
I came to podcasting through my friend Maria, who has other podcasts that she works on, because I wanted to start my own podcast. So she was like, oh, I know somebody. She started as a guest on a friend's show, and then from there I've been working not just on the Rise and Grind Morning Show, but also I have my own show called Minding My Business that is on Podcastic, that is starting back up in November. And yes, I know. And then also, I'm kind of like, they call me the general. That's what Maria called me.
Yeah.
But I help with all of the events, like off-site, event management, the behind-the-scenes type things.
Yeah.
I am in that aspect, just kind of like general event manager, business, something. I don't even know.
So you wear a bunch of different hats.
It's the things. You know what? I'm operations. That's what I am.
Okay, operations.
Yes, and we work well
That's
together.
what's up.
So it's just like with Miles starting the show, when I came in, I seen ways that we can be more efficient, that we can put systems in place, and bring in additional people to work with us to just become better as a whole team.
I'm gonna have to hire you for your expertise.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got another hat on. She just got another job, y'all. You
like
know
you
what I'm
said,
saying?
like we got degrees over here.
Okay, degreed up.
Yeah, so I actually graduated. I have a degree in marketing and logistics management, and then I'm currently in school for communications.
Okay.
But also I went to broadcast. I went to Specs Howard, so I have expertise in all things like broadcasting. And so I started on internet radio, and I had my own show. It was Street Hop Radio, and it was called what was it? D something. I don't even know. Detroit.
But let's talk about first of all, let's talk about these nails.
Thank you.
Are so
That was the pause. This is Chrome Chrome nails. Yeah. Thank you.
She gave her whole resume. I forgot to talk about my podcast.
It's okay. I'm
we gonna come back to you, G.O.D. We gonna come back.
So it just started from there, and then from then we just work together. Whatever we do, whatever it is, I'm all in for the team. So as long as we moving. As
long as we moving, I love that. I love that philosophy.
Yeah.
So tell me real quick about minding my business.
Yes, so minding my business, it is
shout yourself out.
Oh, thank you. So usually minding my business is a business and spiritual podcast. It is focused and mainly I am a believer, so it is Christian based.
Yeah.
And in that, how business and practical everyday life. So I bring in community and organizations. And then also based off of scripture. So a lot of people don't know how that time in, because we done had the prosperity gospel, the poverty gospel, and all these things. But God calls us to have exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think. So with that, I want us to learn to thrive as a community. And with that, what does God say about that, and how to move in business, and how a lot of things people do in the world is really based in the word.
Yeah.
It's just twisted in a way, but God still holds his promises and all his principles. So if you're practicing his principles, you still reap those benefits, whether you're a believer or
Kingdom
not.
principles.
Girl, you just preached. You preached that.
So yeah, a lot of businesses. So I went to like credit. I also have I was in real estate. I'm not a real estate agent, but I worked in the mortgage industry. So it was like if people wanted to buy a house, those criteria broke down how to do
inside.
Yeah, and then bringing in business. So local businesses and organizations. So mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah.
You have to have me on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You just the connection is already made. I got you
already there.
I got you in the Rolodex
and
now.
I also have a podcast on Wednesday.
Yes, Cam do
evenings.
too.
It's called Respectfully Speaking, and what we do is have a panel of men and women. We wanted to have a panel of men and women so that you could get both perspectives, because sometimes, you know, as women, we have our perspective and we stand really strong in it, but it's good to have the perspective where you have both sides, and we do butt heads, but we all come together.
Men from Mars, women from Venus. I mean,
because people need, and it's also basically it has become spiritually based. I don't think we started it off that way. We started off just trying to give people information,
but it became that way
because we are all believers on the show.
And how often does your show air?
Our show is current right now. We come on every Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And
how can people get to your show? Shout your shit out.
We are on YouTube. We also are on the Podcastic Network.
Okay.
And
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
At what time?
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m. And so you say you have, respectfully speaking, you say you have men and women on there, and you said it has become spiritual. But what are some of like the topics? What is it centered around? Like hers is centered around, you know, business and.
Well, we just talk about life.
Okay.
In all aspects of life, be it business, be it spiritual, be it different, having mental stability, having emotional intelligence. We have people who call in and we talk them through different things. They can be going through things. So
they get the opinions of the people, male and female.
Yes.
I
And
love
we
that
also
on the
have
panel.
a segment called Mr. and Mrs. Respectfully Speaking, where people actually write in and we answer their questions and people call in. We just have evolved into really helping people.
So I have to ask this: do you guys talk much at all about, since you have male and female in there, about relationships?
We
and
do.
what is the number one reason that you think, we'll start with males first and then females, that people are single here in the city of Detroit?
I think the reason people are single is because they're selfish and that people don't tell the truth. They meet people that you meet their representative. They don't want to tell you the truth. If you want to be single, be single. If you don't want to be single, but don't act like you want to be in a relationship so that you can get this good woman, this good godly woman, or man, and you are pretending that I love God, but the Bible tells us a form of godliness, but not the power thereof. And so we have to really be careful and use our spiritual discernment to see if these people really are walking the walk and talking the talk. But sometimes it's hard because wolves in sheep's clothing are real. I come from a background of ministry. I used to be over a singles ministry for many, many years and been involved in the church since I was a little girl. So it's very important to me.
I never been involved in the singles ministry. Like
I was
what?
over it. I was there later.
I mean, I'm over it. Just at the. I'm sorry, God.
Well, at
just
the-
at
at
the,
that-
the topic.
at that
Okay,
point,
you were working for
No,
okay.
at
We're
that-
all on the journey. Don't worry.
Right.
Don't
but
worry.
at that point in time, it has such a negative connotation, but it's not. My singles ministry was called Complete in Christ because there was nothing missing and nothing broken from any individual. And what I did in that ministry is I taught the single people how to have financial literacy. We had different programs like that. I helped people buy homes. I had real estate people come
like
in.
that.
My job was to empower the people to
That's
let
right.
them know that, because a lot of them were single women. They had children, so I established programs with the pastor and
Do it
different
be
people
any
to help
men
them.
in the singles
It be
ministry?
some men in there. But the thing that I found in the singles ministry
interested
with the men,
The
is
men. Oh,
sometimes,
Okay,
sometimes
They
the
straight?
men- no, they be
straight ones. Okay.
But
You gotta ask.
They would
Got to
be.
specific.
I'm gonna say
Got to
this:
be.
they would come to the events and things like that. But I really believe that a lot of them had women on the outside.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Playing
They
in the
would
face
come-
of the church.
They would come and deal with us like sisters in Christ. But at the end of the day, you're not checking for nobody. You got all these good women in here who are on the path to righteousness, and you ain't trying to holler at none of them. And they beautiful women, and it's like, cause they dating outside the church.
Now
It's
let's
certain
talk about
things.
man in my business.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys ever talk about relationships, or it's just really business folks?
No, it's it's just me. It ain't no they. I am
Okay.
the host,
Okay,
and I
gotcha.
have
You
guests.
have that. Okay.
I'm either by myself or I have guests. Yes, I'm going to talk about relationships I have before. Yeah, but it's mainly community based. It's about empowering people and giving people certain knowledge to become better people.
Okay.
Relationship based, there will be a therapist. I don't want to give too much of what's coming for the season.
Okay.
But it'll be a licensed therapist to go through, those things and have all the questions. And actually, I'm going to ask the audience, what is it that they want to know? Because you could go down the rabbit hole about the red pill, blue pill, all this in relationships and everything. But I want to know whatever is y'all concerning relationships. Then
Yeah.
But I talk about relationships on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. That's where.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it
Okay.
go.
Got you. So
That's where it go.
That's where you. Okay. So that's where you fit in on the Rise and Grind.
And I'm the information station.
And you the information station. So, do you guys ever have the topic? Then I'm gonna get back. I want to talk about where y'all see the future of Rise and Grind going.
Of course.
But do you guys ever, because you're in a different age, much younger age group than myself, do you guys have the issues where you run into like the men who are not being honest about what they really want, as far as it's a lot of men, like he was talking about polyamorous, right? But what about the men who want men and they want to play with women too?
Wow.
Is that going on in y'all age group,
Probably. 'Cause
or is
like
that just my age group
it's-
too?
Yeah, no, it's more so glorified. Like I said, because of the movies, because of the music, it's glorified to have more than one person. You
Right.
man, if you got a plethora of women.
But I'm talking about of either sex.
I think that the
Oh,
niggas men
yeah,
are
no.
totally on the down low. I don't really see too many men out here that's trying to be like, oh, I like both. I think a lot of times they are still in the closet about who they are. Either they're all the way that way, but I don't really see a lot of men who are trying to play the fence, because I think they know what people will get hurt. Don't play with people's feelings, because you end up
So
with
you saying they
whole
being
mess.
closeted?
Okay.
In your age
That's
group,
what
they
I
being
think.
closeted too, or
Yeah.
are they being honest?
Yeah, no, they're closeted. It's not a lot of open people.
That are open like that.
And
Not
that's
men.
why, and that's what causes the crash out, because people don't be honest, and they find out through the most horrific of ways.
And then they
or
start tearing
traumatic
up
of
stuff,
ways.
and they crazy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
They not crazy.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Okay.
You find out you really a beard.
Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's, those conversations, I feel like it's needed to be had early on about just who you really are.
And
Like,
if you
what like,
confused,
what
say you
don't like.
confused.
Yeah.
Say,
So
honey,
y'all
I'm
can leave
confused.
you and your confusion alone.
That's just the person has a choice. I feel like the person gets mad when their choice is taken away. Because
Yeah.
you can either, confirm or deny this is what you're going to do. And if not, then that's fine too. But I don't want to find out later on down the line when I put a lot of effort into this.
And then find out, like she said, I'm a beard.
Yeah, like you and then had kids and established this whole type of life. And in reality, he's living a double life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or it could be she. Either or is living a double life. It's the fact of being upfront about it. And like Shan say, it's like giving the choice versus taking my choice away and you doing something. And then on top of that, you doing something with somebody else. You don't know what that other person is doing.
That's
and
the thing, and that's why stuff's spreading around here like so.
But they got so many apps now. They got the DL apps that's exposing people on the DL.
Oh yeah, that T app. Yep.
I've heard of it, but I've not.
T app.
Is your man on there? You know him?
Hey, that T app.
So who's putting them on there? The other guys?
Females.
No, females. It's all the T app is all females, and you have to be approved.
Yes.
To be on
That's
there.
why people on social media they'll post their man. They be like, anybody know him?
I ain't on it, but I seen.
Like you see, like it's some people on there. So just like now, I feel like it's more so of the exposing culture. So it's glorified. Like, well, I'm on the T app, or I got more than one. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell the truth, though. Tell the truth. What is just wrong with the truth?
Because a lot of people, a lot of people don't think that.
And then y'all on the T app.
I have access, but I ain't on it.
It's so funny because have they made a T app for the women yet? I
don't know.
For the men.
I don't know, but it's just for the it's all for the men as far as I know. I be trying not to keep up.
Ladies, stay safe.
Stay safe out here.
Stay safe because the HIV cases is rising like I don't know what.
Hey, that's crazy.
And a lot of people's immunity has been compromised by different vaccinations, so you got to really be careful.
You have
extra
careful.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah, because you know,
it's not. You don't have to be everywhere.
Yeah, you ain't got to be in every place.
And what you were saying about movies, I am an actress.
Okay. Are you on Tubi?
I am. I'm in several films.
Girl, tell us what movies you. We gotta look. He was talking shit about Tubi. I love me a good Tubi movie. I watched one while I was getting ready this morning.
I'm in some Dennis Reed movies.
I love the shout out to Dennis Reed. What up, though?
I'm in his Street Legal.
Who you playing there?
Somebody's mama. The girl with the blonde hair.
Mama.
Wait a minute. Was that the episode with the little boy?
Where my daughter was in jail. It was with El Brianna.
Okay.
My daughter was going to jail, and her sister was the one who committed the crime because they was the special crimes unit.
Ah, okay.
So I'm also in Lies and Loyalty, Connected by Blood.
I ain't seen Connected by Blood.
Meeting Boom. A lot of them.
Hold on, because I ain't seen Meeting Boom.
Look, she about to come on with the notes. Write them down.
With me, when I'm an actress, but I create characters, so a lot of times you won't know it's me. You'll be like, "That was you," and that's the whole point because I don't want to just.
Boom, and what was Connected by Blood?
Connected by Blood.
I ain't seen those two. Listen, I done seen damn near. I know they was talking about the competition. I done probably seen every Detroit movie on Tubi. Everybody know me and be like, they know I'm like the Tubi queen.
And with Tubi, people give Tubi a negative connotation, and I think the reason being is because I just feel like sometimes that we are misrepresented. I mean, we know that everybody's trying to make money, the dope culture and all that, but at some point in time, I remember having an argument with different producers saying that we need to be represented, and all they cared about was what sales. We got to make money. It's people who come from 2-parent homes. Let us tell those stories. Let's tell the positive things. Tell the story about the guy who worked at the plant. Say something that's relatable, because the world just looks at Detroit like everybody's in a strip club and everybody a hoe and everybody got all these dysfunctional relationships. And I think I felt even more strongly about that when Theo died. Because it was like we have to write. I'm a writer as well, and the stories that I write.
So you about to write a movie for Tubi?
I've been writing a lot of things, but not necessarily for Tubi. I want to write things for that.
I act like I can't think outside.
Show the black. It's right here. It's right here in our face. It's right here in our face. But now, Tubi is changing their how you're being accepted on Tubi, so it's gonna be probably a little slowdown because we were making so much money. That was like they say the dope money, getting paid off of Tubi. And every time that our culture comes up and finds a way to make money, they find a way to shut it down.
Hell yeah, you know how they be hating on us, real talk. But I'm gonna say this: we had to talk off the camera or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love Tubi, but I'm gonna say this: I know you like they show us in the somewhat negative light, but I will say this: I do like how it highlights our swag and culture, so to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit has
Yeah.
a culture like none.
We have a
Our
different,
lingo, the way we talk,
yeah.
what up, though? What up, though? It depends on how you say
Yeah.
it. What up, though? Be like, what up,
We
though?
are,
Yeah.
we
Or
are,
what up, though?
we
Yeah.
are undeniably one of the most unique places to be,
Absolutely.
and
Oh, yeah, for
everybody
sure.
knows when you're from Detroit.
You ain't lying. When you go out of town,
When
they
you go out of
say,
town, like, you
yeah.
always stand out. Even if
Absolutely.
you on chill, you know what I'm saying?
And-
They always know just
Yeah.
by how you carry yourself. Detroit, I love us because we carry ourselves in such a way, like we could be in t-shirts and jogging pants, and they
people
still
still know.
know
They just know.
where you
Yes.
from. Like, oh, you from somewhere different.
Because
Where
it ain't
you
gonna
from?
just be t-shirt. Your shit gonna
Whatever.
be creased.
Yeah,
Your
you know what I'm
jersey
saying?
looking fresh
Fresh.
as hell.
Yeah.
You're gonna have look
Yeah.
cute,
Even
nice
in the
piece of jewelry.
movie,
Your hair
You're
gonna
going to
be
have them
done.
bad nails.
You know,
Yeah.
Your hair
exactly.
going to have the
And then
curls.
we are hair
popping.
capital. I'm just gonna
Yes.
put it out.
Yeah.
there.
We are the hair
Curls,
capital.
curly.
And that-
Listen.
You can tell
We
when a
change up
Detroit
every
stylist.
week.
has
Shout out
it.
to shout out to
Yes.
all my Detroit hairstylists.
Yes.
Shout out to
and
nail
our-
all of
techs.
them.
Oh,
Yes, East and West.
Yes.
But I
East
know
and
it's
West.
just-
And we
Okay.
have so much swag. But one thing I can say, I'm gonna say this to the film community. I say hurrah, hurrah, and everybody get their kudos, because to take something out of your head, put it on a piece of paper, and make it come to life is everything.
That's
Yeah.
art.
So
Yes.
it's art, and I love the creativity, and that part I am really proud of Detroit about, because it's amazing to do. Everybody can't do that.
And on that tip, we are united.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
We
and
are.
that's why the Oscars is so important, because we're bringing awareness and camaraderie and collaboration with not just anybody but everybody. And also, this is something that the people, like our community, you are driving the boat on the awards. Who get nominated?
Yeah.
You're voting for who you want to win.
It's
So
your
this
choice.
is
It's the
to it.
people's
and
choice.
people look,
Yeah.
we are
I'ma
literally
be
the
on that
people's
shit
choice.
next year. I
We
ain't
are our
bullshit.
own people's
Period.
choice
I know that's
award.
right.
So like, this is why we
Yeah.
push it so hard. Like, hey, make sure you vote, make sure you nominate. And now we're at the point where voting time is almost at an end.
Yes.
So it's just get your
Yes.
tickets and come and see if your
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
people that you voted for, come and support them, and then come see if they won, and come fellowship with us, because we are regular people.
Yeah.
And then the people that you vote for and see on the screen, you get to rub elbows and see them in person.
That's what's
and
up.
see that they just ordinary people with
Yeah,
great
and we-
personalities, and
absolutely.
they just chill.
And it's food included. So listen, get y'all
Okay.
tickets. I want y'all to go on Eventbrite, the Oscars. Tickets right now are $55, and they are going up. Also, we got tables. So if you and your crew comes with 8 people, and also have a bottle with it, a bottle service, and some special treats when you get a full table.
Yes.
So that price is actually going up. It's $475, but those are going up quick, but they're selling out fast. So please make sure that y'all are getting your tickets and tables. Also, last but not least, vote. Voting is
Vote, vote,
closing
Yes.
soon on
14.
the
Vote,
yeah.
How do people vote? Tell us how to vote. 'Cause
You
I
will
haven't
go
voted.
you can go to the Oscars.com, and you have a place to vote for your favorite podcast, and then you also have a place to vote for your favorite streeting. So the Oscars.com is where you go to vote and support your favorite
And
people.
spell that one more time.
PODSCARS.
And make sure you put the in front of it.
Yep,
Oh,
the
yes.
Oscars. Yep.
See, I'm
Oscars.com.
glad you said
That'll
that.
take you right to the site, and then you'll be able to vote.
Yes.
Vote now. It is voting available for podcasting as well as streaming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then next thing you know, October 3rd is coming up. And
October 3rd.
come and
It's
put
gonna
that
be
ish
quick.
on. I want you to
Yes.
come with
Right,
that
come
stuff.
in all your
Yeah.
Detroit glory, because they're gonna be dressed up. The
Oh,
hair
yes.
gonna
Now
be
we
done.
do.
The nails
Yeah.
is gonna be
Yeah.
slayed.
It's
The
like
zoot's
it's
gonna
like
be
an
zooting.
Oscar show for podcasting.
us.
Mhm.
That's
So,
what's
You
up.
know
Yeah.
how they dress there, so
Yeah.
come.
Come
Oh,
dressed.
we'll
Because
be ready.
we gonna be dressed.
Okay,
Right.
we will be dressed.
Period,
Yes.
Pooh.
Yeah.
Well, I love you guys, and
Thank
thank you
you,
so
love you
much
too.
for
Thank you so
stopping
much.
by. I
Yes,
mean,
of
I
course.
really enjoyed it. This is what Detroit love is all about. This
Absolutely.
is what we do.
Yes.
This Detroit swag. And thank you for stopping by from the Rise and Grind show.
Yes.
Before we get up out of here, tell people how they can tune in Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, y'all can check us out live on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the Rise and Grind Morning Show to get all alerts and reels and content. Also on Facebook under Podcastic page, we go live and stream live from there as well. Monday through Friday, 9 to 15-ish to 11-ish.
All right. Well,
So
thank you
rise
so
and
much for
grind.
tuning in, Detroit, on Beauty and the D, where we focus on power, wealth, and style on WJZZ Cool TV every Saturday. I'm your host, Miss Stephanie Coney. I'll see you next week.